station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4.
Here's a look at today's top stories all across the DMV.
The suspected killer of a 16-year-old girl in Prince George's County in court this afternoon. The 17-year-old is being charged as an adult. We'll tell you what else we're learning.
Plus, a Northern Virginia representative says a rare and terminal diagnosis will cut her political career short. We've got reaction from her fellow lawmakers this afternoon.
And the clouds will be clearing. The winds will be relaxing overnight tonight, and it'll be a crisp fall evening ahead. I'll talk about Tuesday morning's temperatures and beyond with my 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. The teen accused of murdering 16-year-old Jada Madronamore while walking home from school in Lanham will remain behind bars.
Police say the deadly shooting happened following a fight between two groups.
Our Yamari Sase is live outside the Prince George's County Courthouse for us this afternoon. And Yamari, today was a very emotional day for the family. What else can you tell us about the prosecutor's side tonight?
Yeah, as you mentioned, it was a very emotional day for the mother of Jada Madronamore. She broke down as she heard the details of how her daughter was killed. Now, in court today, the defense saying that the suspect, 17-year-old Abdurrahman Diaby, had no prior record, and although he is being charged as an adult, it's honestly just a very devastating situation. Now, the defense, as I mentioned, said that he had no prior record at this moment, and he's only 17 years old, and there's also no concrete evidence against him at this moment, just allegations. Now, that's what the defense said, but the judge overall ruled that he is a danger to the public and a flight risk. Now, he will remain in adult detention. As I mentioned, he is facing these adult charges against him right now. Now, prosecutors say the suspect intentionally went to the fight with a gun and decided to shoot and kill her, making him a threat to the public. Now, court documents reveal last Monday, a group of students from Charles Herbert Flowers High School made their way to Duval High School, and someone wearing a black ski mask exited the car and followed Jada and her friends as they were walking home from school on Palomar Drive. Now, a fight broke out between two groups, and Jada tried to take the gun away from the suspect, Diaby, and that's when he shot and killed her. Take a listen to what prosecutors had to say.
This young girl was pistol whipped, and the gun was placed to her head, and she was shot point blank. We do not feel as though this was an accident. So we will be proceeding with first-degree murder charges.
My client at this point in time is innocent until proved guilty. This is early in the day. We have no discovery. There will be a time that we'll either try this case or there'll be a disposition.
Now, as I mentioned before, the judge did rule no bond in this case, and he is facing first, second-degree murder along with other charges. Now, all sides in this case all agreed that youth gun violence is getting out of hand and something does need to be done soon. Jada's uncle also had the opportunity to speak with me today, and you'll hear more from him later on. For now, reporting in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
Yamari, thank you. And switching gears now, looking outside. This is a live look at Roslyn. We had a little bit of rain this morning, but it's looking better.
Yeah, the temperature is very comfortable. Let's head over to meteorologist Scott Sumner in for Damon Matson for a first look at our forecast. And Scott, not a bad way to start off the week.
No, not really. You know, of course, we could always look ahead to improvements here and there, tweaking the forecast a little bit. But overall, you're right. It's not bad, Mark. Outside, we had some clouds this morning. We still have clouds, but we don't have any rain showers. That's good. That's ended. We won't see any rain in the near future. And, of course, we have a little bit of a breeze out there. As you can see, the tops of the trees here blowing in the wind just a little bit. Current temperature 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies across the board, and a lot of temperatures, as you see, will be uniform when I show you the main weather coming up. But there's the early morning rain that continues to move away from our region and allows for a little clearing to take shape overnight tonight. We'll see that clearing. As a matter of fact, we'll be clear Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Pretty much void of rain. Next opportunities look like they come in over the weekend and into the start of next week. So yes, we have a little time to sit back and relax and enjoy the next couple of afternoons and evenings. Now tonight, speaking of evening, 72 at 7 p.m., 66 at 9 p.m., 61 at 11 p.m. That's your hour-by-hour forecast. And for those who happen to have a fire pit in their backyard or have a little bit of a place where you can actually sit by a fire, yeah, this is going to be a nice night for it. 40s and 50s, not downright bone-chilling cold, but not very warm either. And it's kind of in between there. Clear skies, pleasant northerly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. We'll talk more about tomorrow's forecast with your wake-up weather and beyond coming up.
All right, Scott, thank you. Well, new tonight as the district continues with its quest to reduce violence, Councilmember Brooke Pinto held a hearing today on her Secure DC plan, which she hopes will end cycles of violence and protect victims. Today, she held that hearing on 4 bills touching on efforts to add more private security cameras to some parts of the city, efforts to improve the handling of sexual assault survivors, and efforts to reduce the number of carjackings in the city. Some community members, though, were against the bills.
You know, violence cannot be solved with violence. And most of your bills are violence against the African-American community. Most of your bills. When you're talking about surveillance, over surveilling the African-American community, that's what you're doing. When you're talking about having police to have the justification to search people that's on probation and parole.
Now, Pinto, who serves as the chairwoman of the Committee on the Judiciary and Public Safety, had this to say about the purpose of those bills.
Each of these bills is aimed at addressing issues that we've been seeing recently as part of the spike in both violent crime and property crime in the District of Columbia. As we return from recess this week, I'm prioritizing bills like these to move forward. And I want to thank my colleagues who introduced some of these bills for contributing their ideas for addressing these issues. I really think it is very important that residents understand that we see what's going on, we understand your fears and frustrations, and we're working to identify policy changes that can improve things on the ground every day.
The city will continue accepting written testimony on the bills until 5 p.m. on October 22nd.
Happening now, Montgomery County Police are looking for additional victims who may have been sexually abused by a former elementary school teacher. This is John Bigney. He taught at Cloverly Elementary School, and police say he was accused of inappropriately touching female students between 2001 and February of 2016. He was released on bond back in July. They also say since his initial conviction, additional victims have come forward. Police are asking for any potential victims to reach out to them.
And an update tonight, Virginia Democratic Congresswoman Jennifer Wexton has announced that she will not seek re-election after being diagnosed with a rare neurological disease. Wexton was diagnosed with the rare form of Parkinson's disease this past April. After additional testing, she has also learned that she has PSP, which she's calling Parkinson's on steroids. PSP is a rare neurological disorder that affects body movements, walking, balance, and eye movement. Wexton plans to serve the remainder of her term, then retire to be with her family. Coming up at 4:30, we'll have reaction from other lawmakers.
Well, starting today in Alexandria, there's a greater chance that you're going to get a citation if you're caught speeding in the school zone. The city installed cameras in 3 school zones prone to speedy driving. A Northern Virginia reporter, Haley Milan, explains what drivers should look for and how the measure aims to keep kids safe.
Yeah, the middle school is located here off of busy Seminary Road, where neighbors tell me far too often drivers just blow on through the school zone with little regard for the students walking to and from school. But now drivers need to slow down to 15 miles per hour when these lights are flashing. Now, I actually talked to a man who lives across the street in his childhood home. He walked to this school as a student years ago. He says these cameras are a long time coming.
And it just takes one car not to be paying attention to hit someone.
Seminary Road has gotten much busier since Michael Quint crossed it each day as a student at then Francis Hammond High School, now a middle school.
I've seen people drive very, very fast along there, and it's not safe with students crossing Seminary Road.
It's one of 3 school zones where cameras are being put into place in Alexandria. Take a look at this map of school speeding zones. There are cameras at George Washington Middle School along Mount Vernon Avenue, also at John Adams and Ferdinand T. Day Elementary School. On North Bogart Street, the 5 cameras are a $490 million investment in this year's budget. The locations chosen using data on crash history, traffic volume, vehicle speed, and age and number of students. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, speed cameras can help reduce vehicle crashes by 50%. Neighbors say the threat of a $100 citation should deter people from driving carelessly in the zones.
Certainly, people will be much more nervous driving this way.
Now, if you do receive a citation in the mail, just follow the instructions that you get along with it. There's also an appeals process. In Alexandria, I'm Haley Milon, DC News Now.